Are we live?
We are. We are live.
Hi,
Nobody's
everyone.
there yet.
Yeah, I always forget.
Are we gonna?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
So that we can see who
So
comes
we
to
can-
join us today.
Yeah. And then
Excellent.
we have.
Oh, there we go. Go
There
ahead.
we go. We have the angel class live.
Yeah, we wanted to tell you guys we have coming available on December 9th is our angel class. And it's kind of exciting because now it's available online for you.
That is pretty neat.
Yeah, you can sign up now, and then on that weekend is when we will send you the link for that class. So we're excited about that.
So that is very exciting.
Yeah, it's a great timing, isn't it, Vera, for the holidays?
Yes.
You know that
your hands are freezing.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I got a warm heart though, right?
You do very much so. You touch my hand, my arm, and I'm like,
Hi, Deborah.
"Hi, Deborah."
What else do we have? That's probably our biggest announcement.
Yeah.
And then next week we'll have another announcement for them.
Right.
That is about art. Can't wait to tell them
Yes.
about that. We'll share
Yes,
it with
yes,
you
yes.
next weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, what else? That's about it. We're gonna have a
think
cell
so.
memory class, healing in cell memory at some
Yeah.
point. I don't know when,
Yeah.
but
And we all need that.
yeah,
All of us. There's so many different forms of healing and so many different ways that cell memory can come over from past lives,
yeah,
right, Vera?
exactly.
You
Yeah.
know, whether it's emotional or physical or in our relationships or, you know, many different ways. And so that would be really good. So we're really looking forward to having that class.
Yeah. I'm looking at my rose over there, and I'm going, "Why is it dying?" I didn't get the stem in the water.
Oh, that's a pretty flower, though.
Isn't it cute?
Yes.
All right, we digress, or I always digress. All right, so we have that. Then we have our past life and angels
Yeah, our
service. We have
That one's really fun. I love doing that
yeah,
one.
past life readings, and I still want to change that.
To a different title.
I just want to put readings by Vera,
Okay, maybe we should do that
because
then.
I think sometimes people feel it's only about
Past
past lives, and
lives.
it's not.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It changed again.
Yeah. Well, it's the same with the past lives and angels. I mean, we have that service, but it's not always about a past life that you pick up on for people.
Yeah, it could be current life. You know, it's,
whatever
it's
kind of
whatever is needed for the person at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we have that, and then we have all of your art,
Yes.
and then you do have a special going on.
That's right. Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Mhm.
We have a special that was going on for Thanksgiving, and by popular demand, we have extended it for the Christmas holiday.
Right.
So it's 25% off of all the angels, whether it's color or prints or canvases. So you can check that out at our website. All of the things that we're talking about are at soulsenlightenment.com.
Right.
Yeah. So anyhow.
Yeah. We just hope that, you know, with all the holidays and all the situations that's going on with the world, with Korea, with the sexual misconduct that's
Right.
going on, you know, that we still try to, you know, come together with people and just share the love. I mean, it sounds so hokey, but it's so true. It's just we need to connect and be kind to one another.
Exactly.
You know, and realize that there are some people that are going to be alone during the holidays, and you know, maybe we could do something to help people that way. You know, I
Yeah.
don't know. It's everybody has to do their own thing, but
Yeah, it's it's one of those.
it's not
kind of-
about presents.
Exactly.
It's not about getting gifts. You know, and I know it is for the little kids, and that's great.
Of course.
But for the older ones, it's like, do something, give to a charity. Why do we have to buy stuff that nobody's going to use?
Yeah, and it means so much,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah.
It means so much when you just have somebody that will spend some time talking to you for a moment or giving you comfort about something. I know it
Yeah.
really means a lot to me.
I know one time I gave a gift at the office for, I bought a calf for someone in Africa or something, but in the name of the office. Yeah.
That's neat.
I
I
just-
like this kind of giving
Yeah.
gifts.
Michael was like, "What? I didn't get candy?" He was joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it was. So you could do things like that.
Yeah.
And it means something, you know. I don't know, it's to me doing something for local too. You know, because
Right.
we have all these people that are homeless, or that you can you know, extend a hand or do something. You don't have to give money if you don't want. You give your time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So. And don't forget the animals too.
Yeah. And some, you know, like just words of encouragement for people,
Yeah.
you know, or just giving them a moment.
Exactly.
And comforting them, you know.
And that they matter.
Exactly.
You know, you can't just treat people like they don't exist, even though they're right in front of your face.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You know, sometimes one of the things I like to do too is just taking a moment and asking, when somebody's asking for money, like a homeless person, so what's your story? You know, just, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they want to share what they've been through. You know, it makes them feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
You comfort them.
Yeah. Well, there was one time there was this lady when I lived in Stockton,
Mm-hmm.
and it was when we were moving, and she was just like, because she was looking at stuff that we were giving away for free. You know, so they were loading up, all these homeless people were coming. It was great.
Oh,
you
that's
know?
neat.
Yeah, and she was so dirty. I mean, from, you know, being out.
Right.
It's not like her fault or anything, but, and so I told her that she could use our shower.
Oh,
And she was
really?
like, yeah. And she's like, what? And I said, well, we're moving. As long as you get out by the time we leave.
That's neat.
Yeah. And she took a shower and cleaned herself up.
But she's so happy. She must have been so happy.
Yeah, yeah. And then I gave her a jacket because she didn't have a jacket, and it was December.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so
I could not
great.
believe it because she was like the color of this wood. The way her, and she wasn't, you know, Hispanic or black or anything.
Right.
She was a white woman, but, you know, of all the grime, and it was just, it
Right.
broke my heart. Cancel that.
Yeah.
It touched my heart where, you know, it's like, come on, take a shower. That's the least I could do.
You know how good that would feel for a person?
You feeling that hot water on your back.
And just to feel so
just-
rejuvenated,
and
refreshed.
clean.
You
Yeah,
know? What a
yeah.
gift.
Yeah.
That's better than that's a great gift that you gave her.
Yeah, so.
That's thinking outside the box, Vera.
Thanks. I never told anybody that, but
That's a great
I don't think I ever told
example.
you either, huh?
No.
Because you were there.
That's a great example.
Yeah. So, because you must have been on the way to this house,
Mm-hmm.
and I was still over there or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Helping you move is what
Yeah,
she's
because
talking
my
about.
niece was with me, and she was like looking at me like, "Don't let her in," you know. But I'm there, so
Right.
you know, and I knew she was gonna leave, so.
Aw, that's neat.
Yeah, and there was nothing to steal.
Right.
There's nothing in the house.
Right,
Not that
right.
she would.
Of
Jeez.
course.
I know. I'm going. Our topic is
Not judging.
is not judging.
Well, you know.
it's so challenging sometimes, you know,
Right.
because
right.
it's just what we do. We're human.
Yeah, that's the going right into the topic that we wanted to talk about. But you know, judging, you have a good point in what you just said though, because we want to also learn from our experiences.
Right.
We don't want to just tell everybody, come on in, and you know what I mean. I don't mean literally in our home. I mean like figuratively in
Right.
different situations. You know, we learn from our situations that we go through, and then we find the give and take. But as far as judgment, you know, Vera and I really wanted to talk about this subject because this is happening for a lot of people in many different ways. There's many different forms that it's going on right now. And, you know, I'll never forget, I have a really good example of judgment. There was this lady that Vera and I worked with, and she would tell Vera, which is really funny, you guys, it's not that I'm any better than you, it's just that I'm on a higher level than you. And it was like, that to me was just so ridiculous. Because if somebody was truly spiritually evolved, or in her mind she was on a higher spiritual level, they wouldn't even say that. That doesn't go together, you know? But why would somebody need to express that? It's something within that person that feels lesser than. And I think that a lot of time when people judge, that's where it's coming from. I mean, I know for me, how I'm feeling inside of myself, you guys, is what I project.
Yeah.
It's amazing how even the thoughts, even things that I'm not saying, but the thoughts that I'm thinking, I can see it manifesting in how people are treating me and what the energy I'm giving out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like,
I do know what you mean.
yeah. But and I think when people are judgmental like that, and I have some people like that in my life that are just really judgmental. Not like friends, but you know how you have family members or whatever, right? People around us that you know, work with or acquaintances or whatever. Just so judgmental, and a lot of it comes from how they're feeling about themselves. They feel lesser than for certain reasons. They project it out, and like they judge other people.
Yeah, because whenever I was in high school, I had gone to some friend's house, and they were watching a show, the family, you know, and every little thing was critiqued, and it was bad. That person is this, and I'm like going, we didn't do that in my house. And I don't know if it's just my parents never said that person's ugly or that person. They just enjoyed the show. See, and I don't think it's anything better than, or it's just the experience of how we were brought up.
Right.
You know, and I was just kind of like really like, why are they doing that? How are they going to enjoy? Why turn the channel if you're not enjoying the show?
Exactly.
You know? But I don't know.
But that's a great example, because I've been around somebody like that, like with my father. He is a extreme critic of women.
Yeah. You
could have a man singing and he's great. You could have a woman singing and y'all get her off of there. She can't do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's interesting because whatever it might be, not just gender, but you know, whether it's race or whether it's political party right now, there's that going on. You know, kind of what you brought up from in the very beginning of our episode today is, you know, all of us we're all human beings with emotion. We can connect on that emotional level. We all have the same lessons. It doesn't matter what our gender, our race, our class, and all those things are. We connect on the human emotions and the experiences. If somebody lost their child, we would all be feeling for them. We don't care what their whatever is. You know what I mean?
But even then, situations, people are critiqued.
That's true.
You know, and people are saying, well, that's social media. If you can't take it, don't go on it. But why is that even allowed?
Right.
And I don't mean like in a restriction kind of way. I'm talking about personally. Why would you want to destroy somebody just because you don't like the way they look, and you can do it anonymously?
Exactly.
On social media, and then keep moving on. It's like, I don't get it. Don't watch.
Exactly.
Do something that you enjoy, you know.
Hi, Brenda.
Yeah. So,
exactly.
I don't know. It's just, it could get really deep, but I'm just hoping that people can, you know, try to understand and see what kind of feels like to be in somebody else's shoes.
You know, and that's where, you know,
and it's really challenging.
And it can be. You know, I have to say, one of the things that...
God, this stresses me out.
Are you getting hot and sweaty?
No, it's just something that, you know, I've been noticing a lot lately, and it's just, I don't get it. And it doesn't mean that I have to get it. It's just part of my lesson too, right? But I don't know why we can't be kinder to one another. Still be honest.
Right.
But, you know, if somebody doesn't ask, you know, tell me what you think about my looks. You don't go, well, this person's ugly, so I'm not going to believe what they say. Or, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
That's kind of a dumb
analogy. But people do get judged on the way they look.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, that's gone from forever. Because even when John was going through, you know, being a teacher and how they went through classrooms, they were saying that teachers even have that. You know,
they're people.
They're people, exactly. Mm-hmm. So that's why they're trying to teach them, you know, just because someone's different, you can't allow your feelings, you know. So they try to, I guess, help that situation.
It's a lesson for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I have to say, one of the interesting things is past life memories. Mm-hmm. You know,
huge.
I remember to life.
And I'm not putting down teachers, please. It's just a part of the curriculum that they were taught.
My parents were teachers. I mean, they're people. You know. Yeah. But I was just gonna say that, you know, I had a past life where I was a homeless child, and it's like, whenever I see homeless people, it's like I feel it. I mean, of course I don't feel their situation, but I can relate, and it's just from a past life. But
that's still empathy.
it is, and it's
You
like,
just can't allow that empathy to get away with you, because I know that there's some people that feel if they don't feel everything, they're not going to get the right psychic information. And from all the years that I've been doing it, and from what Sylvia Brown taught us, is that you have to have empathy, but not so much where you get lost in their story, because you have to be their intellect. You have to be the one that has to help them see past whatever the issue is.
That's tough sometimes.
It is, but it's like I'm really good at it, and I didn't realize that. But it really helped me with the regressions and helping people not get involved in whatever past life, because you have to stay focused to help them to see what they can get out of that past life to help them in their current lifetime. But if you're sitting there crying with them,
right,
this is just the way I do it. I don't feel that that's fair to them.
Right, because then also...
Because then they start saying, oh,
yeah,
don't
exactly.
Be sad. It's not about you, it's about the client.
I've noticed that, like when I'm watching shows when that happens and that type of thing, you know what I mean?
It's not about you. You're there to be their...
Hi, Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
You know what's interesting, too? Angus on the other side had told us in a session once, well, I was talking to him about...
he's our master teacher.
Yeah, he's the master teacher on the other side. And I was talking to him about that, and he said, don't feel it. I mean, he was...
You have to feel it a little bit, but you can't get totally engrossed.
Yeah, don't feel it too much, I should say.
Because you have to have empathy.
Yeah, but from that, one of the things that I do in my morning prayers, which, you can, like with the tools for protection that Vera and I are always talking about, I ask to be able to feel a little bit, but for it to turn instantly into the intellect, to help others or to help myself, but not to absorb it, but to turn it into the intellect.
Because, doing 7 to 10 hypnosis sessions in a day when we were on the road, if you would get so involved in each and every one of them, we would be like putty on the floor.
That was great. Go ahead.
That was perfect what she taught us, for me, because it works for me. Some people, they have to feel everything, and that is for them. That's perfect for them, and I'm not putting that down. But I'm just saying, for me, it's I have to be able to be there for the client. Yeah. And I'm trying to not judge, I'm not judging other people. This is the way I'm doing it. Right. And not that it's right, but it's right for me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But, and that's the thing. It's like, we want to be able to connect with people. We don't need to put ourselves emotionally, what's the word I'm looking for, in a situation where we're feeling too much, but to connect with them on a level to help ourselves and to help others, to make change. Like with Sandy Hook, what happened to the children, and to be able to say, I want to stand with these parents and help to change the gun laws to protect other people's children from being hurt. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Thanks for
you told me to remind you.
Thanks for not judging me.
You're welcome. Yeah. But, I played dominoes I live in a senior development, so there's all kinds of...
She doesn't look like she should be in a senior development.
I think. But I do. And all of my neighbors are very, elderly. And I meet with a group of neighbors once a week, and we play dominoes. And they're all 70 or older, The oldest is 93.
Wow.
Yeah. And we were talking about all of this sexual abuse that's coming out and all of that. And the ladies, I was like shocked. And I probably judged, but they were like, well, if women wouldn't wear low-cut tops and short skirts, everything would be fine.
So they're saying that
it's
girls and women are asking for it.
Yes. Because I'm just like going, what did you say?
Wow.
Because of what they're wearing? I go, that doesn't give somebody the right to...
No.
But she goes, well, I don't know, because I never had any kind of problems when and she goes, and I'm 93. And You know, you have to dress right, and you can't, you know, do anything that would provoke someone. And I'm just like,
where does that end? I mean, what, the girl's walking down the street and she provoked it? You know what I'm trying to say?
But if she's wearing a short skirt, yes. But that's their belief system. You know, and I'm just like,
oh
well,
my gosh.
I don't think that's fair, you know, to judge someone because of what they're wearing, and that caused a person to lose control.
Exactly.
You know, where is their self-control?
Right.
But they couldn't get it. It was like,
Really?
well, no, if you would dress right, you would not be... And I go, okay, well, there was a situation when I worked at Defense Depot that my boss was sexually harassing me.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And I would wear every day a leather jacket where I'm all covered up. I had sleeves all the way down. I didn't have a short skirt. I wore pants. And I was, you know, hit on.
Right.
To where the point where sometimes they would call me at home on the weekend with my husband there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I'm going like, I didn't wear anything. So why was he doing that then? And they were going, oh, I don't know. He was just a bad person.
Oh, but the other guys are not a bad person.
Because the woman was wearing
so
clothes that were provocative.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where I'm just kind of going, you know, I don't get it.
Right.
But I said, I don't know. I said, I just don't feel that it's somebody's fault if they're just wearing clothes and somebody else can't control themselves.
Right.
You know, so I don't think it's... And then, of course, the other ones are saying, oh, no, it's... You have to dress correctly, and they were never abused either, and... Okay. I go, but I don't know about that. And then they start saying, well, it's just probably because we're older. And I go, yeah, that's probably it.
Right.
You know, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. But it's
well, you're telling their story.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about, the judgment. It's like, I don't know.
Where does it end?
Yeah, it's like, oh gosh, and getting it from everywhere, you know.
Well, you know, that's the thing. It's like maybe trying to relate to people. Oh, it's...
Aloha, Roxanne.
Here in Hawaii, we are dealing with our sexual crime with a well-known private school. Young teenager and doctor. The doctor took his life when he was confronted. Wow.
And that's going to be happening a lot. Yeah, because of all this is going on. And, I mean, it should be brought to light. There should not be anything hidden anymore. People should be able to control, you know, and if they can't, then they need help.
Right, right.
But, I don't know. I don't know where this is all going. I just don't want where... You know, there's people that are actually going through it and actually had it, and then some people will screw it up by pretending.
Exactly, just
to make it a bigger thing.
Right. That's the thing. It's like, you know, we don't want to, you know, because a lot of people who seem like they're genuinely telling the truth are not being believed because other people, you know, they're judging them as being fake. Like that whole situation that we were talking about earlier. Way more and all that stuff. You know, you have people over here that have a valid experience, and then, I mean, but it's hard to say.
Because you don't know.
So it gets really, for that, you just have to rely on what you feel in your heart.
And then what happens if it goes to, you know, the court, let the courts or whatever handle it, and don't make a judgment until it's proven or not proven.
Right.
You know, but to try to say that people are making it up because they're liberal and they want to put somebody down that's not liberal in the political arena. Right. You know, come on. Yeah. Let's just get to the real parts of it. But you're going to have that. Right.
That's, you know, that's just the way of this world. It's, you know, it's a testing ground. It's learning lessons here. And a lot of negativity, we have to wade our way through.
That's part of it.
You know,
a lot. It's lessons for sure.
Yeah, and when it comes to people judging us in our life, personally, you know, I think one of the things that Angus talked about before that helps me is just relying on your own knowingness of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's true.
To not care so much about what other people think. Because, you know, sometimes it
That's so hard too, especially with how we're all brought up.
It is, you know, because I like with my brother, he stutters and he feels like everybody's always judging him about stuttering. But I tell you truly, it's not the case, because when I used to waitress, I had a gentleman that was there and he stuttered so bad, it was so hard for him to get it out. Mm-hmm. And the whole time I was thinking, you know, I wasn't thinking anything bad about him, but I could see that he thought that I would be judging him. But everybody's like that. You know, I mean, not everybody, but a lot of people, whatever it is that we have, you know, whether it's our looks or whether it's how much money we have or what we're driving or what we do for a career, a lot of times we're concerned other people are judging us, and a lot of times other people aren't judging us. We're judging ourselves. That's another part of judgment. Yeah. You know,
we're judging the person that we think they're judging. It can get really
So when it comes to that, you know, one of the things, like I said, Angus talked about is just your knowingness of who you are, and you know, focus on the, you know, your goodness, your virtues that you have that of who you know yourself to be, and not give energy as best as you can, and you know, use some of the tools for protection that we talk about to keep negativity from bothering you, and let other people's judgment from bothering you,
especially around now, you know, with the holidays and all of this political climate and what's going on in the world and Korea and everything, you know. You have to have that protection around you so that you can deal with whatever you have to deal with every day.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And there was one more thing I was going to say about it, and I'm trying to remember.
Stand up and sit down.
Okay. I just wanted to stand up. I'm trying to remember now.
You'll remember.
I will. But yeah, just forgiving ourselves. That's what it was. It worked!
I tell it to you.
But yeah, you know, sometimes one of the hardest things to do is not judge ourselves. That's what it was. You know, and giving any energy to what other people might say or might have said in our past, and just being okay with ourselves. And you know, every once in a while we'll have those moments where things, you know, will come up and we'll judge ourselves, and it's like, well, we, you know, just to forgive yourself. That's helped me, is, you know, think of it as your higher self that's on the other side. Not at this moment, you're not on the other side, but the higher self. And then as we're in life, you know, that higher part of ourself, forgiving the human side of ourselves, and then just, you know, forgive yourself and move on. You know, just
day by day.
Exactly. Just move on, feel good about yourself, and put yourself back in that knowingness. And the tools for protection do help with that, to keep negativity from bothering us.
Yeah. It's so interesting too, because it's like everything can be bombarding you, you know, like you're getting hit from here, you're getting hit from there, and it's like somebody over there, and bills and whatever it is. And then you're just thinking, I don't know if I could keep doing this.
Yeah. And
then the next day, you get a big surprise, and things aren't as bad as it was the day before.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, you just have to go day by day and just keep moving.
Yeah.
And if you make a mistake, then guess what? You're learning.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. Have we gone through life with not enough love? Is this the reason there is a lot of sexual crime? I think there's many different reasons, Roxanne, of why there's sexual crime.
I think it's more about power, not love.
Yeah, I don't think it's about love either.
It's about somebody having power over somebody else.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Just because it has to do with a sexual thing.
But that's why it's bad that it's hidden.
Right.
That we can't speak up. It's, you know, I didn't want to lose my job.
Right.
So I didn't say anything to anybody, but that doesn't help the next person that had my job.
Right.
You know, I think about that and I'm going, gosh, you know, why didn't I say anything? But I was 20.
Right.
You know, and you have so much more, you know, knowledge about what you would do in a situation than back when, at least when I was 20.
Yeah, I mean, every situation's different.
Yeah.
You know, every situation. I think we're at 30 minutes.
Ooh.
29 minutes. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that you
No.
wanted to say about that?
Yeah. Hashtag me too.
Yeah, I know. I actually wanted to tell a story about that, but it's already 30 minutes. Maybe we'll do a mini video after this.
We'll just say real quick.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say that when we talked about Metoo last time, I forgot a part of the story that I thought was important because I wanted to give a not a warning, but a caution for girls, because that restaurant that I was telling you about, I moved down to Hollywood to start modeling at the time. I was long, like I was 20 or something too, right? And the cook, one of them, also was saying that he was going to help me get into modeling. And he kept talking about it for months, about how he was going to line me up with this part it was Miami Vice at the time, during the 80s, right?
That's fun.
Yeah. I was really excited about it. But he was talking it up and talking it up and talking it up. And then right before it came, he said, okay, well, I got you a modeling job first. And here's where you're going to show up. And I get 75%. And it's nude. And he was a very intimidating man. A really big, intimidating man. He gave me this card. And he's like, you're going to be there on Sunday night. And that's how it's going to be, basically. Well, I mean, he was a manager at the restaurant. And he was my cook. And I'm thinking, you know, I wanted to do this Miami Vice thing. Which, come on. There was no Miami Vice thing. But I didn't know that at the time.
Of course. Yeah.
But I was like, there's no way I can't do it. Because I had heard that if you do a nude thing, I don't know how it is now, but I had heard that if you do nude modeling, that's all you're going to be offered. That's what I had heard at the time from somewhere. Anyway, but that's besides the point. I didn't want to be nude. I didn't want to do that.
Exactly.
You know? So I told him that I wasn't going to do it. And it wasn't, that was another part of what happened. It was like this pressure of all of a sudden, then that's when it started too, was, oh, you think you're too good, and oh, this and this and that. And then the other cook, because then I tried to do the nights, but his friend, that's when up in the storeroom when I was clocking out one night, he pushed me up against the wall and started trying to like do all the stuff to me and kiss me and everything. And that's when I froze and I walked down the way, and then the boss saw me and I just spilled the beans. But that's when they made my life a living hell, because they would never give me my food. Everything was wrong. And I told my boyfriend at the time, because I had a boyfriend, and you know what he said?
Why didn't you want to do the new thing?
He said, well, first he said that he wanted to go down there and jump over the counter and beat him up, right? But then he goes, but you know, we need the money. But the only reason I wanted to tell this story is because I really want for anybody who, you know, is in a situation, if somebody starts to manipulate you, they're trying to, just what Vera said, they're trying to have power over you. Don't tell anybody, you know, don't, or I'm going to do this to you,
or your family.
Your career will be over, your job will be ended. But you know, if the situation happened to you, don't judge yourself because you did what you felt was right at the time. We do the best we can.
Somebody had written something. Dodie, I think that's it. She had the same situation.
Wow. Stories help me to feel better about myself. Good. Because that's the thing, you know, sometimes, you know.
And this boys club has got to stop.
I agree. You know, that is, thank you for saying that, because that is something that I really wanted to bring up real quick at the end, was that, okay, I'm just going to say, I haven't been that supportive over different Republican things that are out there right now. I'm just saying. But if I see a situation and it's a Democrat who's abusing women, it's like, okay, or whatever, an independent or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm not going to get behind this person just because I want this bill to pass or something.
Exactly.
Because what is more important to me is that these women, thank you, Sammy.
Yeah.
Aw. That's so sweet. But it's more important to me that these women don't get hurt. And I don't care what their political party is.
Yeah, me either.
If this person is doing something bad, it's just not okay. You know, and that's what's like, because that's going on right now with this political thing. And these women And it's like, people are going, well, just ignore what happened to those girls when they were girls at the time. Ignore that, because it's more important to get the bill passed.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not right. That's what Vera's talking about, you know, connecting with each other on a human level.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter when it's convenient. It's easy for us to agree when it's convenient, but when it's not convenient and it's against what I want a bill to pass or whatever it might be, that's the real test.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. It's just, that's the thing about judgment that we wanted to.
Yeah.
You know,
They're just,
it's a big subject, but it's not judging, you know, and being on the, you know, standing up for what you feel is right and using that internal compass to guide you to what is right. With all the fake news and all that stuff that's out there, you know, you don't know who to believe, but it's like you just got to feel with your heart of what the right thing is.
With your heart, not your political viewpoint.
It's a great subject for this time.
All these women can't be lying.
I know.
You know, come on. And this good old boy club, and it's only locker room talk.
But that's what people say because it's convenient. Because they
or
want.
Boys will be boys.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to stop too.
So yeah, I think our main point is, you know, to listen to your heart.
And be kind to yourself.
Exactly.
You know, don't let that guilt that you did or you didn't, or you should have and you didn't, and you know, it was lessons, and it's like, I think it was Roxanne said, you learn to be stronger.
Yes.
You know, and you learn to speak up for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's very true.
Because I was like thinking, now if they tried it, and I'm going, but I'm old.
You've learned,
yeah.
You've learned a lot, and yeah, that's the thing is, don't judge yourself. I think that's the biggest point of all. Even if others are judging you, don't judge yourself, because we did the best we could when we were going through it.
Yeah.
You know,
or what we thought we had to do.
Sometimes we're under the influence of negative programming and maybe low self-esteem or fear, and that's okay. We just forgive ourselves and we move on.
Yeah, because you think about it. If somebody tells you, please, you know, think about it because we need the money, they don't love you.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have you sell your soul.
Thank you.
That.
Exactly, and that's a great past life connection that we could have a subject for another video.
There you go.
Because that's the trickies. Aww. Well, thank you for joining us today, everyone.
Yeah.
And have a great week.
Yes. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. And we'll
next
most
week.
likely be live next week.
Yep.
Most likely. We'll see you then.
All right. Have a great day.
Bye.
Night. Week. Oh, we didn't do this. Too late.
How do we turn it off? Where's our little... There it is. Okay,
Oh, I
bye.
heart you too. That's so sweet. Heart, heart.